Hello, Gemini, and Happy New Year! Welcome to your reading for January 2024. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm always so happy at the new year. I love the changeover, I really do. It's so awesome. Wiping the slate clean, starting over. So let's see what's going on for you. Okay, so as I'm getting the cards out, listen, I got lots of cool stuff coming up. If you are not on my email list, make sure you get on it. You don't want to miss. Nope. Head on over to allthingsnancy.com and it'll prompt you to put in your email address. Oh yeah, I got a membership site that I'm launching. Very excited and super cheap. Like, it's practically free. There's going to be tons of good stuff there. And a group for our seasoned wood dragons. I've talked about this before. It's a feng shui thing, so no shade to anyone. Don't mean to exclude, but it's literally feng shui for people born a female who are between the ages of 35 and 65. That's another thing you might want to check out. All right, all my stuff is in the description box below. Let's see where we're at. Oh, Seven of Cups, underlying energy for you. So Seven of Cups is about choices, but in reverse, maybe this is something that's been pared down and narrowed down, which kind of makes sense when I look at the very first card that came out. Okay, we're going to talk about the two cards that represent the energy coming into January. The first one is the Lovers, and it's in reverse. The Lovers is about making a decision or a choice. It's a big thing, but this is in reverse. You're like, yeah, no. Not making a choice, not making a decision, don't wanna, not ready. This is also a card of Gemini, but I'm really feeling a decision needing to be made. And it's like with that Seven of Cups, like your choices are getting narrower, narrower, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think it feels weird to you, whatever that means. That just came to me. Oh, my ear just popped. And then the other card that came out is the Hanged Man in reverse as well. This is saying you need to look at things from a different perspective. That's why you're having a hard time with this. Once you change your outlook and perception, I think it'll make it easier. Now, when we take a look at the energy flowing through the month, beautiful. The first card, which represents what can help you through the month, is the Sun. It's the best card in the deck. Focus on the good stuff. Focus on what is positive and beautiful and wonderful and brings you joy and happiness. That is what you need to focus on. That will help you make that decision if you are honest with yourself. The second card that came out is where you might have some challenges or obstacles, right? Stuff you might try to want to avoid or circumvent. We have the Hierophant. This is rules, regulation. I got stagnation. I don't know where that came from because I don't usually get that with this card. This is a card of coloring outside the lines. This is saying you don't have to be boxed in. And I wonder if in trying to make this decision, it's because you've got yourself fenced in. I only have so many choices, right? Which is why I'm having such a hard time, because I'm looking inside this little box, right? You're only in your own backyard. Well, look in the whole city that you live in. Look in the whole country. This opens up opportunity, right? So staying in that narrow-mindedness, and I'm not saying that in a judgmental or bad way, but once you expand your perception, I think that's going to make it easier. And yeah, when we get to the end of the month, what do we got? Two cards, King of Cups. This is that card of emotional maturity. Is this a turnaround? I don't know. It feels a bit like you might be stuck in the energy of, but that's not what I want. I want it to look like this. I want things to be this way. It's almost like wanting, okay, here's what it is. It's wanting something different, but not wanting to make the change, right? And it's like, that doesn't work. That energy is like kind of backwards, right? I might pull an extra card for you, but we're going to see what the Oracle cards look like. The second card that came out with the King of Cups is the Nine of Wands. It's in reverse. It's like You took the time to look at this stuff. You took the time to try and sort it out and figure it out. Okay? But I don't think that you're going to have it sorted out and figured out by the end of the month. I think that's something that's going to flow into January. You're going to keep moving. You're going to keep pushing forward, but I don't know that it's going to look the way you want it to. We'll see what comes out in the Oracle card, and I may grab an extra card for you. I just might. It happens sometimes. All right, let's take a look at the Oracle card that came out for our Lovers and Hanged Man combination, right? So this decision, this choice, and looking at things from a different perspective. The card is memories, and it says cherish memories of loved ones. This is something from the past. This is connected to something in the past. You know what came to me? This is anchored in the past. I wasn't going to say it, but when stuff comes to me, I have to. And I was just going to blow that off. But yeah, it's anchored in the past. That's why you're having a hard time making a choice. You're looking at the way things were. You're looking at, this is how things were, and this is what I'm comfortable with, and this is what I like, and it's what I want, but I also want to change. Okay. It's this push-pull energy, right? Instead of allowing and expanding to see what's out there and what's available, right? Then when we look at the card that came out for our combination of the Sun and the Hierophant, okay, so it's being boxed in, but really need to focus on what's going to bring you joy. The card that came out is Owl, and it says follow your intuition. Listen to your gut. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? And where can you look for it outside of the boundaries that you're looking at, right? Where can you find that? You're going to have to do a little more work. I know, Nine of Wands, you've been doing work. You took the pause. You looked at some stuff. Now's the time to get back at it. So we're going to talk about the Nine of Wands and the King of Cups in reverse, right? That energy. The card that came out is Resilience, and it says rise above tribulations. The rising above tribulations is more about your reactions. Okay, King of Cups in reverse. Your reactions to the situation, because you can't have what you want. You can't have what you want because you've got two opposing forces. I want things to stay as they are because I like this, but I want to change. How are you going to make that happen? How are you going to make that happen? The only way that has a chance of working out is changing your perception and lowering the boundaries. Going outside the limits that you are used to. Going out, this has really strong Taurus energy to it. I'm feeling so much Taurus here. So if you have strong Taurus in your chart, you might want to go check out their reading too. All right, so we understand where this is all going. We understand where it's coming from, anchored in the past. How do you get past? How do you work through this, right? We know that as well. We talked about that, but let's see where February's headed. Getting you a bonus card. Bonus card. Where's February headed? The Hierophant. February's headed, okay, this is one of two things. It's headed nowhere because it's going to stay exactly where you are, or you find a new backyard. You find yourself a new backyard. There are still limits and boundaries or whatever here. They're just different. Now, is that enough for you to flourish and do what you want to do and achieve the results you want? Maybe that is enough, but only you're going to know that. And you know what? Here's what I will say about that. So maybe you're not expanding to look globally, but even looking from someone else's backyard, at least it's a new perception and it is a start. So I would highly encourage that. All right, Gemini, we're going to leave it there. So cool reading. I think it's really interesting, but here's what I'm going to say. As we wrap up, you have the Sun. This is the best card in the deck in a positive position. Whatever you decide you want is possible. But with the caveat of those opposing forces, how are you going to make that work? You have to decide that. And I think maybe going into another backyard is just enough to make it happen. Well, good luck with this. I hope it all works out for you. And yeah, get on the email list, description box, allthingsnancy.com. And yeah, we're going to leave it there. So I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.